I can't.
You can't curse, but let me start the countdown, man. He all excited about Jalen Hurts. Let's start the countdown.
Uh,
Happy Combine Eve, everybody. We in this joint, episode 30 of the
Yes,
Birds of
sir.
Broad Street, baby. I know. Why the heck are we on Wednesdays? Well, we got people to see, things to do, but we'll be on Monday next week. We just got to get each other together. That's your boy, Mizzy Miz, Cool Cat Con, you two representing the Birds. That's Trigger, OTR, one half Birds of the Line, the Aftermath, one Trigger Trey Rock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
The owner of the
Sir.
network, the man of 1,000 shows, Bird Gang, third at one.
yes, sir. Where my hurt fans at?
Yes, sir. We're going to talk about it as soon as Notion Gangs warmed it up, though.
Yeah, warm this thing up, gang. You know what time it is. You know you are when you know who you rocking with. It's your boy Philly Notion. Hey, Birds of Broad Street coming at y'all. Y'all
Episode
already know.
30.
That's your gang salute. Let's check this phone count real quick. Hold on. Lambo. Oh yeah, that's on the quest this year. Hey, Ring. We need to add to the collection. Check. Y'all already know we all the way in there, gang. If y'all new to this ride or my brother's channels, y'all already know what to do. Go hit that subscribe. Because y'all know how we rocking with it. Hey, fellas, like you said, it's the eve of the combine. We about to start seeing some players go to work. So I'm excited. Let's go get it, gang.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today is the last day of the call-in until we get to the OTAs and mini camp and training camp. If y'all ain't in this call-in, y'all need some help. We gave you as much time as we could because next week Bird Gang 31 wants to do a mock draft. Fine, we're going to talk about the combine, free agency. Exactly. We got the Birds of Broad Street mock draft coming next week, along with what we like and didn't like about the combine. Free agency around the corner. The draft is around the corner. The schedules get through. I need to know who's coming to the link. I got to know who's coming to the link. It better not be no Commanders, but that's a different story for a different time. So if you want in, please come in because we won't be here long. As you can see, I gotta get back to the studio, so y'all better get your butts in here now, like right now. Don't wait till the last minute, because once I get on the train, it's adios to all of you until next Monday. It is what it is. So while we wait for all of you guys to show up, let's talk about this combine, man. Hashtag Cool Cat Connor was right. Hashtag Cool Cat Connor was right. There's a reason I said that. Because Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni, whether we believe them or not, it depends on what you guys think. Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni tripled down on Jalen Hurts. They said he's the guy. They said he's the man of 2022. Now, Howie Roseman, you got to stop looking at Sam Howell and Malik Willis. We'll talk about that too. The defense is what you need to be looking at, but that's, again, different story for a different day. So, with that being said, I know we all heard Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni's press conference. So, I would like to hear from you guys, Notion Gang, what you liked about the press conference, what you didn't like about the press conference. Do you believe Howie Roseman? I already know the answer is no. Just explain why.
Hey, you already know. First and foremost, yeah, I heard the press conference, but I don't take nothing that Howie says in front of a camera with no kind of grain of salt. So
Now, Nick
listen,
Sirianni is different, though. But Howie Roseman, I don't trust him. But Nick
hey,
Sirianni is
look,
different.
listen. Nick Sirianni, again, of course, none of these coaches, none of these people in the offseason are going to come up there and tell you, listen, Jalen Hurts is not our quarterback. So I didn't expect to hear nothing of that. What I did expect to hear was the direction of where this team is going. And it was good to hear that at least Howie Roseman has the mindset he wants to put players around Jalen Hurts to make this team better. It was also good to hear Nick Sirianni, talk about some of the things that, what Jalen Hurts needs to work on, which is his accuracy. He talked about his decision-making, things that he honestly needs to work on this year. So, look, it was good to get that kind of, perspective, at least from our GM and our head coach. But again, I'm not taking nothing that Howie says, I'm not putting no money behind that because, again, ain't no telling if there's a player that slips that he truly likes. Oh, yeah, Howie Roseman will find a way to draft a quarterback. So, again, I don't believe that's the direction this team is going. It was good to hear that today, and I'm going to leave it at that. Again, I need to see it from my team. This is a big draft. This is a big free agency. We got the money. We got the draft capital. We need to hit right now. So all this sounds good in the press conferences and all of that, but I need to see it from my team. And it's about to start with what we're looking at in this combine and how these players start working out. So I'm excited, fellas.
Yeah, big play, Slay. What's up, Slay?
Hey, what up, y'all?
Big play.
Big play.
Yeah,
What up, man? What up,
Yeah.
Trey Rock? How you doing, man?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Eaglet in the building.
Yeah. So we just talking about Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni's press conference. So before I pass it to Rock, what did you like? What did you didn't like? Do you believe Howie Roseman? I already know the answer is no. So just tell us why you don't.
Me?
Yeah, you Slay. You're the first one in here.
Rock, my bad. All right. For me, what up, Rock? Every GM is supposed to say that. Every GM is supposed to say that. So you have to say that. You don't want to make yourself look bad in front of professional media, live stream people. Even though I don't consider them professional people because they just say whatever the hell they want. Like 4 first-round picks, Wilson, all that. Slay. But I just personally feel like Howie Roseman, he kind of had to say that because he don't want to make himself look bad. So you might as well just say you want to build around Jalen Hurts and not say you don't want to do it. Because he's not going to go on the word and just say, I don't want to build around him. I'm going to trade for Russell Wilson. You're going to give your plan away. Like, you don't want to do that.
I mean, this man is attached to he's attached to Jalen Hurts. He's the one that drafted to cause all this conflict to begin with. So, it would make no logical sense for Howie Roseman to come up there to say, yeah, Jalen Hurts, I don't know. I might have to hit the reset. Because as soon as he does that, he's up out of here.
Exactly. Go ahead, Trey. What's your thoughts on this Howie Roseman, Nick Sirianni press conference?
I mean, anytime Howie Roseman talk, I just want to do this.
Yeah.
Anytime he talk. I mean, but like y'all said, that's what GM's supposed to do. That's a smart GM right there. As far as him talking about building around Jalen Hurts, I don't take that with a grain of salt either because when did we ever see Howie Roseman build around a quarterback? Like ever, and him ever being here. So, I mean, we got the assets to do whatever we want this offseason. I mean, I feel like the play should be building around Jalen Hurts because we're not paying him nothing right now, basically. So, I mean, that would be the play if I'm the GM, but who knows what this man thinking in his head. And as far as Nick Sirianni, he gonna say whatever they want him to say. I mean, I mean, they prep for everything, so he gonna say whatever they want him to say. He probably go off the edge a little bit because that's just his personality. But as far as big topics, Nick Sirianni gonna say whatever they want him to say. So it's just a wait and see at this point. Like everything a wait and see at this point.
Man, I just wish Howie Roseman just like it's like this because we're going to talk about who all the prospects that he talked about in a minute. It's just you drafted the kid. You drafted the kid. You had Carson Wentz $128 million. You drafted the kid and you made this mess. You was tied to the hip with Jalen Hurts. I don't understand what I get it. Russell Wilson, okay. No trade clause. Deshaun Watson, no trade clause. Even Pete Carroll went in the combine right next to Howie Roseman and said, we're not trading Russell Wilson. No one in this NFL called Brian, the Green Bay Packers about Aaron Rodgers. There's not a good draft class, and don't get me started with Gardner Minshew. It's like, I get it. That's what Howie. I just want him to I just want him to just stick with the plan. You got defensive players to fix. I mean, how many times do you got defensive players to fix? The offense is fine, sure. A little tweak here, a little tweak there. Running backs, offensive line, wide receiver. Don't get me started with Rhaegar. I get all that, but fix it like Derek Carr, 80%. Dak Prescott, 80%. Patrick Mahomes, 80%. Tom Brady, 80%. Justin Herbert. These are all the quarterbacks who've had 80% completion percentage, had all 10 or throw on our defense, and we didn't have that much of a sacks. We only had 3 interceptions, 2 of them by big play select. That's unacceptable. I need a strong defense that can help my quarterback and give him the ball back because this is. I just want
where that starts, though, Cool Cat. You know where that starts. Everybody knows where that starts. Yeah. One of the areas we completely stunk at last year, and that's getting pressure on those quarterbacks.
Exactly.
We didn't get no kind of pressure on the quarterbacks, period. So, yeah, hopefully the light is on. We need some help at DN. We need some help at D tackle. Defense needs to be a focus. So, pressure, that's key. Again, if we ain't getting no pressure, we can expect for those kind of quarterbacks to light us up like that. So that's a simple fix. We need to retool in the defensive line department this year.
But they don't hear you though, Notion. You should see Twitter and all that. They don't hear you though.
Hey, they better hear something. Because again, this is common sense football stuff. Again, I understand this year, it was an evaluation year. Now we kind of see what our strengths of our team is and our weaknesses are. And we got a glaring weakness with rushing the passer. So, yes, hopefully Howie should be smart enough to connect the dots to say we need to draft some kind of defensive pressure this year instead of focusing on a quarterback. That's all I'm saying. And from what he said, it sounded like he had at least the lights on. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like that's the last of our worries right now, quarterback, man. Mm-hmm. Like, to be honest, that's the last of our worries. Because even if Jalen Hurts not super good, I feel like he's serviceable. He could get you, where you need to go. You put the right team around him.
Matthew, what's up, Matthew?
What's up, guys?
Matthew, salute.
Yeah, man.
What up, man? I want to say one thing right quick. I know every Eagles fan, we love the quarterback position, we just
it's like God in this town. It's like you should know. It's like God.
But I know that Jalen Hurts has to work on a lot of things, and if you don't think he doesn't need to work on something, you're lying to yourself.
Nick Sirianni said he has to work on something, his accuracy and decision making. Nick Sirianni said it.
Agree. And I don't know. I don't know if it's like Eagles fans or like Eagles fans that always want quarterbacks, like have a New Year's resolution like every single year to get a new quarterback every single year and then mark another quarterback on their calendar the next year. I don't know if it's like that way. I don't know. But it's just that way for us Eagles fans. I don't know.
Exactly. It takes one bad because Trey knows this more better than I do. It takes one bad throw and one bad pick to say Gardner Minshew, please step in. Come on now. Gardner Minshew, please step in. Nick Foles, please step in. Michael Vick, Donovan, please step in. It's like, why don't you just? It's like we did. Third game. I'm just confused because what I'm trying to say is, let Jalen Hurts succeed or fail next year. If he succeed, you do whatever you can to keep him. If he don't, use that one first round pick that you got next year and move up to go get Bryce Young. A monkey can make that decision. Why can't Howie? All right, it's Howie Roseman.
The Ohio State quarterback CJ
You're
Stroud.
just
I
basically just saying this team belongs to Jalen freaking Hurts.
Well, go ahead and talk about it.
Let him know,
Burger.
Burger.
You
Go
know,
ahead,
this
Burger.
team belongs to Jalen, at least for one more year. You know what I'm saying? He got the keys to the car. So everybody else is going to back up off him. Howie's going to say what Howie's going to say. But Nick really explained it to him nicely. You know, Jalen has room to grow. Jalen, but he even said that most quarterbacks in their first, 20 games do have room to grow. He explained, like I've been explaining to everybody, that it takes time to learn how to read defenses in the NFL. All the greats took time so they can learn how to. They wouldn't be great if they didn't make those progressions. Jalen is a worker. Jalen's a hard worker. He's going to be out all off season training on his craft. And I believe that Jalen's about to have an explosive year. Do what Howie says. Go fill this team up with playmakers for Jalen, some real playmakers. And, build your defense, and you'll see how far we can get next
Matthew, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, I just hope we just take the 3 to 15th, 16th, and 19th pick, take it likely, just give Hurts one more chance. I was watching the interview earlier, actually, the live stream, and I agree with Nick Sirianni. Hurts needs to get better with his accuracy. He needs to get better with the paying attention to defenses. Again, we just need some young linebackers and some young edge rushers, and I think we'd be all right. We don't need another quarterback.
But they don't hear. Go ahead, Go ahead, y'all.
No, I just like to ask a question for everybody real quick.
Right.
Y'all let us know in the chat also. But do y'all really believe that the Eagles are gonna use all 3 first-round draft picks? Yeah, let's start with Martin or Matthew. I'm sorry, my bad. Let's start with Matthew real quick. I know you just spoke, but do you think the Eagles are going to use all 3 of our draft picks in the first round this year? Y'all let us know in the chat also.
Matthew.
To be honest with you guys, I don't think we probably will. I think we might use 1 or 2 and then wait until second, third round and go for another pick. I mean, to be honest, I would take them while we got the chance. I mean, to me, 15th, 16th, and 19th pick overall, that's not bad. I mean, number 1 overall pick would be better, but it'll be a while before we get that. But honestly, I think right now, we just need to cherish them. We need to use them wisely, and that's my opinion.
I like that. Okay.
I don't think we use all of it. I think that 19th pick we might trade down. I think one of those cornerbacks are gonna slip. Maybe the Florida cornerback, Tyler Allen. I know Bird Gang likes him. I love him a lot too. And then you got the other cornerback, Sauce Gardner and Booth. So I think one of those guys gotta slip. So 19. I could see us going from 19 to like the mid 20s. Get those first 2 picks, trade down, maybe another pick next year. I don't know. But that's
one more thing. I'm a big fan of Michigan too. I would like to have that one edge rusher that Michigan has.
Aiden
Hutchinson. I would like to get him.
Oh, Hutchinson. You got to go up to get him.
Yeah, that would be way up there.
You got to go up.
He ain't dropping nowhere past like 5.
He has been falling in a couple of the mock drafts. I ain't gonna lie. I've been
seeing that's a mock draft though. That's why the combine coming up. He gonna kill the combine. I guarantee you gonna kill the combine. He gonna be a top 3 pick.
So Trey, go ahead and answer the question.
I can't see us using all 3 picks, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't see us trading back either. It's gonna be kind of a splash. It's gonna be kind of a splash. Some people might not like it. Some people might like it. But it's I can't see us using all three picks like just where we're at. Like 15, 16, and 19. I can't see it happening. How are we gonna do some shaking and moving? Um Maybe we get a great player out of it that's not even in the draft. Who knows? But I feel like it's gonna be a lot of little crazy stuff going on draft night, man. To be honest.
For me, I'll answer it by saying I think Howie Roseman gonna just use two first round picks. To be honest with you, because to be honest with you, the next year is going to be quarterback heavy with CJ and Bryce Young. Everyone's going to be wanting a quarterback. So if you want to be a part of that sweepstakes, if Jalen Hurts ain't the guy, which I know Bird ain't think he is, but like if he is the guy, okay, you got two first round picks next year. Great. If he ain't, use one of them to move up to get Bryce Young or CJ. That's just my thing. Use those two first round picks this year to go get you some defensive players that can sack
CJ,
the quarterback, that can actually
CJ,
sack the quarterback, that can actually intercept the quarterback, and that can actually help us win some games and not have other quarterbacks be 80% completion percentage.
Definitely
I mean,
need playmakers. Definitely need
by
playmakers.
by the
I
way,
feel like he
Absolutely.
should definitely use all three of them. Do I think he will? No, I'm not into selling picks to next year. We don't even know what our team's gonna look like next year. We don't know how many more players we're gonna lose next year. It's about if you're gonna do what you say you want to do, build this team up now, build around Jalen. You're never gonna have this situation again where you got
right.
cap space and you got three first round picks. Use all three picks, Howie. We are sitting fat at 15, 16, and 19. You don't have to move anywhere. There's going to be players falling right in your lap at those picks. So you don't got to move up to go overpay for Hutchinson or one of these guys. Where you're going to have guys like Ojabu, and hell, if you want to even use linebackers like Dean and Lloyd. Lloyd can play off the end. He
Oh
rushes the
yeah.
passer. Both of these guys rush the pass. That's what people don't realize. And double dipping on the linebacker spot. Use Dean to be your main middle linebacker. Use Lloyd to be that guy coming off the end and be your outside linebacker. Double dip if you have to. Get you a cornerback, an end, whatever you got to do. But stay at those picks and pick those players.
Hey, so guys, what's
Jeez.
going on with Jason Kelsey? Is he retiring? What is going on?
Yeah,
I ain't
he's
heard nothing.
returning. He's returning. He's
yo,
good.
Jason Kelsey is returning.
Yeah, he said he coming back.
He
Okay, so
should
we
be.
ain't
Did he
we
announce
ain't
it though? I don't think he made nothing official yet.
yeah, so we ain't got
He,
to get a center,
yeah,
do we, to replace him, do we?
nah, I don't think right now.
He hasn't
Um,
made it officially official by saying he's coming back, but I mean, we go through
Now,
this every year with Jason Kelsey. So I mean, yeah,
He'll
I
be
think
back
he
by
would do
training camp.
all right,
he
I'm
would
gonna
do at least the city of Philadelphia. I think a little more courtesy to come out and say ahead of time. That's just me. I think Jason Kelsey would do the city that much.
Yeah.
Instead
here's
of just waiting till the last minute and be like, nah, I'm sorry, I ain't coming back. This man's coming off a Pro Bowl year. I expect to see him back.
now here's my thing. I seen something about Aaron Rodgers is supposedly retiring. Russell Wilson supposedly coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm getting tired of seeing all of that. Like, we don't
Pete
need
Carroll,
Russell
Pete
Wilson.
Matthews. Let me stop you right there, because Pete Carroll basically said that's not going to happen, and even Russell Wilson and Sierra said they're not coming to the East Coast. So
Exactly.
that basically tells me now. Do we believe everybody in what they say? Absolutely not, because we don't know what'll happen in September. We really
I mean,
don't. But
Seattle not the greatest place to live in either though. It's like,
But they're close to LA.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now, what are we gonna do about wide receivers? I mean, wouldn't it be smart to target a wide receiver or two in free agency?
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, of course.
Either the draft or free agent, we gotta get two. I feel like
At
we gotta get
least,
two.
at least do this: draft at least one young receiver to help out Devontae Smith. Get rid of Rhaegar. Rhaegar's got to go. I've had enough
Yeah,
of him.
Rhaegar staying.
Yeah, they
Unfortunately,
not going nowhere.
unfortunately, let me answer that. We're going to answer that question now because, to be honest with you, Rhaegar staying. Like,
Yeah, he ain't going.
sorry, Matthew, but Rhaegar staying because, to be honest with you, that's another Howie. Because you got to think about this. This is another Howie Roseman pick now. He got to stay because just like Jalen, If he fails, how? Because what people got to understand is this is Howie Roseman's last year. This is his biggest draft, biggest free agent, season yet. If this season flops, if Jalen Hurts don't ball out, which he might, we'll see. If Rhaegar don't ball out, which he won't, but we'll see. If none of the draft picks ball out this year, Howie Roseman not signing no contract extension. Jeffrey Lurie will make sure Jeffrey Lurie's getting in an age where he ain't going to be dealing with Howie Roseman's BS now.
Yeah, I know. Another thing, like I noticed Devontae didn't have a good season last year, but that's normal. I mean, but I want to see number 6, Smitty, my guy, ball out this year.
I mean, Matthew though, what make you think he ain't have a good season last year though?
Yeah, wait, what Smitty you talking about?
He talking about
Devontae.
Devontae.
The reason why I think he didn't
But
have a
who's
good year.
no? I just want to know who you comparing him to.
I'm not comparing him to nobody. I just think because every game I watched, it seemed like everybody was double teaming him, and I think it's
Yeah,
not
because he's
right.
the best receiver on our
He's
team.
the best receiver. I mean, they ain't doubling
But that's
Quest,
why,
they're not doubling Rhaegar. Go ahead, Burger.
but that's why I think if we get another elite receiver, it'll make his gameplay go up. You need
Yeah,
someone opposite
because
of him to pull some of that coverage off of him. Because Devontae did have a good year, but it wasn't elite. It wasn't super great. It was just a good year for a rookie receiver. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He didn't have
because
Chase numbers. He didn't have Waddle numbers, but he had Devontae numbers, which were good for us because he was our best receiver. But
yeah,
I think we really do, need to add another playmaking receiver to pull some of that coverage off of him. And that's when you really see DeVonta Smith really go off. Because if he gets one-on-one coverage with
he
anybody,
done, he gone, he gone.
he's going to be lighting them up.
But at the same time, though, I mean, that is some Devontae's going to have to get better with, and that is going to be beating double coverage sometimes. I mean, you
Yeah.
got the best in the league that have to do it. Devontae Adams, I'm sure, is getting double covered out there. Jamar Chase is getting double covered out there. You got to beat
But
those
those
matchups.
guys also got other talented, like maybe not elite, but some of them got elite receivers. But some of them just got really good
It's
receivers
harder to do it when you
opposite
don't got
of
a
them.
lot of talent around you.
Yeah,
Really.
when
I
you got
mean,
a
no,
lot of
that's
talent
true.
around, it's easier.
That's true. But
Like
I mean,
imagine
again,
Jamar Chase, right? He balled out all pro, what? Pro Bowl, all pro this year, right? But when he started the season, he wasn't even the number one guy. You had Boyd there, you had Higgins there, you know what I'm saying? They were
Yeah.
ahead of him on a depth chart, and then he just balled out. So it's like when you have talent around you, it's definitely a lot easier for you to come up.
Oh,
Now,
no doubt. No doubt.
my thing, guys. Speaking of free agency, are we going to keep Rodney McLeod and
Harris.
what's this? Anthony Harris and Steven Nelson, or what are we going to do? I mean,
I think Nelson gone. Rodney might be gone, but I think they're gonna bring Harris back. To be honest,
I mean,
I
I
would.
think Rodney and Nelson might be gone.
it'd be
Nelson
smart to
gang?
bring. It'd be smart to bring Rodney back. To be honest,
Who we
Yeah,
bringing back, Nelson?
I'd say I'd bring back Rodney, and honestly, I'd bring back Harris. I mean, those are the two I'd consider if they came back on some kind of a deal. I mean, that could be worked out. Really, I think we could upgrade from Nelson.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, I'd cut bait with that. Again, I mean, he was serviceable last year, but again, we need to focus on upgrading, and I think we could do that this free agency and in the draft. So,
Plus, he's
Nelson
looking to
should be
get
fine.
paid.
And bring one of them back. Like you said, I'm with you on bringing Harris back. You know what I'm saying? Bring Harris back because he played good down the stretch. He might have started off rocky, but at the end of the season, he was making some hits. He was making some plays. And then go out there and draft like a guy like Smoke Monday. I love Smoke Monday film. I've been watching a lot more of it. And that dude's a beast from Auburn, man. Like that dude all over the field. He lays his. He catches the ball. He does a little bit of everything. So, and you could probably get him in like the second or third round.
You got him
So,
in like the third.
yeah, like the third round. That'd be a perfect plug and play rookie that we can add in.
Only thing that scared me about Smoke is his coverage. He can hit with the best of them. He could play the run, everything. It's just he get lost in coverage a lot, and we don't need that. So
yeah.
I mean, Harris and
But that
Smoke
can be
Monday,
coached, and if you got good cornerbacks, that can help.
yeah, it's true, but he's still gonna have to match up with tight ends and running backs though. So Can't no corner help you with that.
Now
Hey,
my
facts though.
my
Go ahead,
thing,
Matthew.
guys, is um big play Slays will need some help, strong
Slay.
help, man.
It's not
Yeah,
big play.
Slay.
It's Slay.
Well, I call him
Like,
big play. I call him big play because he does make big plays.
Right. Big
Um,
play Slay, okay, but his new name apparently is just Slay.
Oh, y'all,
Apparently.
but
they don't want the
we
big play
don't
no more.
No,
we
he
don't
still wants
need
the big play. He still wants the big play. It's just don't call him Darius.
we don't need we don't need a lot of help back there with to help Slay out because don't get me wrong, Slay's good. He's a good corner. He can play all coverages, but I think we need to bring Harris back and try to bring Rodney back and then target a rookie corner in the draft as well. You know what I'm saying? Get as much cornerback and safety depth and even linebacker and edge rusher, as much depth as we can get on
but what
defense,
everybody
man.
gotta realize too, at the end of the season last year, we picked up a lot of young cornerbacks. McLean, Vincent Jr., and then we still got what's the dude we drafted last year? What's his name again? The guy,
McPherson.
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 So we got some young bucks in there. I'm going out in free agent. I'm getting Stephon Gilmore and let these young guys
Woo!
practice under freaking Slay and Gilmore for a whole year. Let them learn from two of the best in the league, and they're going to be shut down on both sides for a season. So that's what I would do if I was Howie. Stephon's going to be a little pricey, but he's not going to be that pricey. You know what I'm saying? He ain't super elite like he was 2 years ago, but he definitely will and plus he's getting paid for the Panthers too. So I think that'd be a guy I'll go target.
Hey,
Has anyone given up on Kayvon Wallace? I mean, we was hyping this man up. I know there
oh
was a
my God.
Kayvon Wallace hype train. Hey,
I'm not
look,
giving
before
up
we
on
drafted
Kayvon.
this man,
Kayvon Wallace, for me, he got to be on the field. He hasn't impressed me that much because he hasn't been on the field.
He's been
Injuries.
on the field. He's been playing like trash though.
Yeah, I'm not really a big
I
Kayvon.
want Honey Badger to be honest. If we had Honey Badger and Harris, that'd be
Hey,
a nice
I'm just
safety.
saying, what was Kayvon Wallace? Wasn't he like what round was he drafted?
I think he's like fourth.
fourth, I
In
believe.
2020, right?
Yeah.
I think he's
No, I
like a
think
fourth round pick.
2019.
Okay, all right.
I just feel like
I
if
mean,
you're a stud, you're gonna be featured on your defense in your first 2 years.
He can't stay on the field. That's his problem. You get hurt
He
a lot.
always getting hurt.
Yeah,
He
you
gets
get hurt a
hurt a
lot.
lot, though, Gang. It's like your
That's
best
just like
ability is your
the other
availability.
linebacker. What's that dude name? I don't know why I'm spacing today.
Davion
Taylor. Yeah. Davion Taylor, when he plays pretty nice, but he doesn't play very much because he's always hurt.
Now,
Well,
And it's like, what are you gonna do with players like that? You gonna keep them or you gonna let them go? Because I'm like, we need to stop with these guys that can't. If you go more than 1 year where you can't play at least 75% of the games, then we gotta roll off. We gotta
Nigga,
get
well,
serious.
Kayvon, he too small.
that goes back to our developing though. Again,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? Like there's players that get selected in these later rounds that go out there producing, but we apparently got a problem developing our secondary, defensive back,
And
safeties.
receivers.
Like that whole backfield is anytime we get players in Philadelphia, we don't develop them. They just stay stagnant, and it is what
It
it
feel
is.
like
So
it feel like Stoutland the only one doing his job because
that's it.
we turning
Right?
out them offensive linemen like crazy.
Yeah.
now my thing, TJ
Yeah,
Edwards.
I would move Jacoby Stevens to strong safety. I want to see Stevens watching every single game last year. When they walk back to the locker room, you seen Stevens walk back. That fool got monstrous by the end of that season. Like he was this big, yoked dude walking back to the locker room. I'm like, why aren't you getting any kind of play time at all? I hope you use it as a mental year where you can get acclimated to the whole NFL game because he was looking swole, and I want to see what Stevens got.
You know why? You know why he wasn't getting no playing time?
Huh?
Go back and watch that Dallas game. That's why he wasn't getting no playing time. He was getting roasted.
Yes, he was.
The second Dallas game.
And the last one of the season when he actually played, he was getting killed in the run game,
But
pass
come on
game.
now, the
burnt.
dude didn't play all season.
Still though, you gonna flash some talent.
He said he ain't have no help out there, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right? And
He
he was
wasn't
playing
the
with
help.
what?
There was
Third
nobody
streamer?
playing that last game.
He wasn't the help either, though.
Yep.
He
We got
definitely need the
Truly in
help.
the building. What's up, Truly?
What up, Truly?
Yo, what's
What
up?
up, Truly?
Let's add it truly.
What's up, everybody?
What up, Truly? Peace to you, bro.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they did have that linebacker too, and he shouldn't be no linebacker.
Hey, what about TJ Edwards, man? That guy just didn't he get a big contract extension this
It
past
wasn't
season?
big.
It
It was
wasn't
like
big. He got
It wasn't
extended.
he got
big.
like 1 year.
All right, let me tell y'all right now. Don't drink that Kool-Aid. Listen, TJ Edwards was a great linebacker for us last year
Don't use
because
great.
all of our
He was good.
linebackers were straight
Yeah.
trash bag. So listen, TJ Edwards, yes, I believe he deserves. Look, he better be on this team somehow next year. But we could do way better at linebacker. And again, TJ Edwards, look, he was a highlight of our linebacking group. That should tell you something about our linebackers. That's all I'm saying. But
Hey, and
I ain't gonna sit up here acting like, I
I
didn't
feel
hear
like he
all the
could be
high
in
reviews
rotation,
on
though.
TJ.
Yeah, he
Rabbit?
should be on the
Rotation,
rotation.
sure.
He should be that guy that when you got the real starters in the game, you bring him in so he can relieve them so they can get a win.
So
You know
y'all gonna depend on, because the way we did it, me and BG did it. We basically depended on rookies, so it's gonna be the same thing. Unless you go out and get a bona fide NFL starting linebacker of somebody else's team, you're gonna be dependent on rookies.
But I'm saying if
And that's
you
a hit and
double
miss.
dip, I believe if you double dip, you're gonna guarantee one of them two are gonna be complete studs.
Nothing
And I really
guaranteed,
think
though,
both of them, like
BJ.
those top three linebackers, I don't really see any of them busting.
I can see them busting because it happened a lot of times.
But it doesn't happen that often. Like last year, everybody knew Parsons was that dude. He came out, he showed you he was that dude. You know,
Clearly,
Queen.
Parsons
When Queen
went.
came out, Queen was
If
that dude.
they really
He was
thought he
what?
was
When
that
White
dude,
came
he
out,
would have went in
all
the top 10.
the top linebackers usually are that dude coming through. Now, if they make it the second
That's not
round,
true.
that's when you find more busts with those guys.
Nah, a lot of them linebackers.
Name me a first round linebacker.
Name
that was a
a
bust.
lot of. You can't even name on your hands right now that in the NFL a lot of stud linebackers.
White,
So that's not even the case.
Queen.
Queen, okay, he not a stud. He
Queen's
okay.
pretty.
He okay, bro. I promise. Go back, go watch his tape. Dude, not just out there just wrecking.
Watts, TJ Watt.
TJ Watt. Ain't he a DN? Oh no, he played linebacker in
He's
the
a
2-4.
linebacker.
Right. But he a
Well,
pass rusher though. He
too.
ain't like he just out there middle linebacking it up. He a pass rusher. He a defensive end for real.
Now,
We talking about a
linebackers,
stud middle linebacker.
you ain't got
Name
no
a stud.
just
They not
studs
out there
like-
like that notion.
Yeah,
not
no,
out there
you're
like
right.
that.
You ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Linebackers, a
But
lot
how
of
many
it's
those
dealing with the
linebackers that are
system.
starting are actually first round picks.
Queen was the first
I mean,
rounder.
usually don't even like no one really drafts first round linebackers that much.
Nah, that ain't true.
Micah Parsons is a linebacker though.
He first round.
But what I'm saying is the average of linebackers that actually are drafted in the first round being good or bad, 9 times 10 they're good.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Like, remember
I
we
guess
all
if they
I
drafted
even
high,
wanted
yeah.
Cox that Dallas got, and he didn't do nothing last year with Dallas. And he went Jabril. And what
But
he went second
but
round?
Jabril's like a second rounder,
He's
though,
a
right?
second round.
Speaking of wide receivers, bro. You know, one wide receiver I'd like to have if he
What
ever
up,
become
JC?
if he ever become a free agent, Cooper Kupp.
Nah, you're dreaming. He's not leaving LA.
They never gonna let that man become a free agent.
Ever.
Like ever. Like
Ever.
Cooper Kupp
He's
is not
with
coming up here.
Johnson.
Ever.
you got
After
better
him winning the Super Bowl, Cooper Kupp is not coming up here.
Hey, but you gotta look at it this way. That guy, if it was ever happen, but even though it's not never going to happen, but if it was, that would be one heck of a wide receiver core we'd have.
See, I got a take on that. If he were to come to our offense right now, Cooper Kupp would probably be looking average. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, off of them plays we was running last year, shoot, unless look, Cooper Kupp would have to
will
put
make
on the
Jalen
extra
Hurts
cake.
look like a god.
Cooper Kupp
You
is
gotta
not
like,
winning no
look at the
MVP
effect what happened
in Philadelphia.
last year. Look at the effect what happened last year with Kyler Murray. You lost Hopkins and you looked average. When you had Hopkins, you were
Nah,
all
bruh.
world. The receivers
Kyler
can
Murray
help the
was
quarterbacks too, my guy. Y'all act
also
like the
Kyler
receivers
Murray was
don't help
hurt
the quarterback.
for also Kyler Murray was hurt for damn near half of the last part of the season.
This hurt
So
thing.
that could have
Jalen
been
was
a
hurt the
factor
whole
too.
last part of the season.
I mean, yeah, but
That man said you for like 20
it's
games,
different,
fool.
BG.
But I'm just saying, like
All I'm
elite
saying is,
quarterbacks, all these elite quarterbacks got stud receivers to help them out, and most of these guys, if you take away their top targets, they're not as good. Even guys like what's his name, Lamar Jackson, who he couldn't throw the ball worth a lick. Once you get some receivers on Jamar, now he can throw the ball and it looks good because he got the talent to go get the ball. Even I've been watching Aaron Rodgers passes; they're not all gold passes, like bomb awesome passes. When you got guys like Adams that go out there and make catches all over the field, he make you look better.
Man, well, my thing is, I want to say this.
I got you, Grant. I got you.
Speaking of like, you know, wide receivers and stuff, there's like I agree with Bergen. Like, not every pass can be accurate, but if you got a heck of a playmaker that can go out there and knows they can get that ball
Like an
guaranteed,
OBJ.
whether it's not thrown completely great or if it's just, you know what I'm saying, you make your quarterback look good. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't a perfect pass, but as long as you're like, I believe I agree with Bergame completely. You got playmakers like Cooper Cup, Devontae Adams, and stuff. All them passes, they may not be best. But you got the receivers out there going out all over that field catching that ball.
And for real, that's really what makes elite receivers. There's good receivers all throughout the league, but that's what makes it different from an elite receiver and a good receiver. If those elite guys, you see a pass. When a pass is like a yard away, they're already going to go get the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're attacking the ball every
gotta
reception
track it,
as
yeah.
opposed to letting it come into them. They're not waiting for the ball to get to them. They're like, this is my ball. I want this touchdown. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But what if it's 5 yards away? BG, they go get that too.
Exactly. OBJ, I
Yeah.
think he did it in
They
the
don't
Super
have to
Bowl.
leave for
You
that
see
ball,
OBJ,
bro.
he like this. Oh,
He
5
died.
yards,
Hey,
got it.
look, if
It's
they want that
mine.
ball, they don't get it.
It's mine.
Come on, man. We gotta be realistic too. A lot of those passes was trash. A lot of them.
Now,
A lot of those passes.
speak,
I don't care
But
who it
guys,
is.
guys,
Devontae
if you
Adams,
really
nobody
think like
go
this,
get that pass.
it's like this. Do you believe? If you don't believe in progress, then I
how
can
you
No, I
make
understand
definitely
progress?
believe
you.
in
I can
progress.
understand. Wait. If you don't believe in progress, I can understand you going into next season thinking the same way about Jalen. If you believe in progress, if you believe he progressed throughout the year, you gotta believe that was the worst you've seen ever of him, and it wasn't really that bad. A Pro Bowl alternate, Toyota Player of the Year, 4,000 yards total, 26 touchdowns. That's pretty good for a guy that got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? And if he's going to progress, well, it's only up from there. You're talking about 4,000 yards. You're talking about 1,000 yards rushing. You're talking about 30 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? If you get that progression that we all expect him to do, then we ain't worried about none of that. And everybody's happy.
No, I understand that part, but who we gonna go get that we not about to spend a bag on? That actually really gonna take a discount and come over here and play in Philly?
I really want
That
a
was the question I
draft
was
pick.
going to
I
ask.
want to get
Anyway,
draft
hold on,
money
Bergen.
and trade
Hold
it
on,
away.
Bergen, hold on. Because I was going to ask that question anyway because we need another wide receiver. Despite what we think about our wide receiver core, Jalen Rager sucks. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Howie Roseman
If he
drafted
gets
him.
therapy this offseason, maybe.
He's down in Dallas,
He
Texas
got to
doing
be in
something.
therapy
I
right
don't
now.
know.
Not
Maybe
You
you gonna
training
ain't
pull a
camp. I
Nelson
need you in
Aguilar for
therapy
one season.
sessions
Who
every
knows?
week. Laying on that
exactly.
couch, talking to him about the drop passes.
Exactly. Saying, I saw him texting somebody saying, Philly don't like me. Be better. But that's another story for a different time. Who do y'all want in this free agency? I know we'll talk about free agency next week, but who do y'all want wide receiver wise or anybody in free agency? Who do y'all want? Trey?
DJ
woo,
Chark. DJ Chark. DJ Chark. That's all I
Oh,
can say.
truly wants
DJ Chark.
DJ Shark. I
He's
like it.
not. You're not gonna give a absolute big bag for him, but he's someone that can come in and you're gonna notice him on the field. He's not gonna be like Jalen Rager out there. You're gonna notice him make an impact there. And he's like a 6'4". He can go beat somebody off the line, and he can go up for it.
Let me
So
ask you something though.
I don't want a receiver that's
Hold
not
on, hold on,
overseas.
hold on.
Oh, go ahead, Trey. Go ahead,
Let
Trey.
me ask you something. All right. So you want DJ Chuck? So you been following his career?
I haven't been following him, but I seen some highlights on him.
Yeah, see? Come on, bro. You gotta do your research. DJ Chuck is another injury-prone dude we're gonna bring over here.
Like
Do your
Michael
research.
Gallup, man. Like
Yeah,
Rocky Arts asks, would you want Michael
but
Gallup?
DJ Chuck been in the
No
league for what? I
cowgirls
think 2 or
allowed.
3 years. He never played a whole season yet, like ever
That's
in his career.
Oh, really?
So,
Uh,
Know that.
so who do you want, Trey?
that's tough though, because it's like with me is all is about getting us better as a football team. So
Yep.
in this off season, I feel like dude's gonna be asking for a lot of money.
Yes,
So
they will.
you gotta pick who you want to go get wisely because you don't want to spend all your money on a wide receiver. So
Exactly.
there's a lot of dudes out there that I feel like they'll come over here and make an impact on this team, and they won't be expensive. Like a Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson got a big contract before. He
Yep.
looking to win now. So that's tough. That's tough. Like bringing the OBJ over, he gonna want to get paid no matter what y'all talking about. He
OBJ.
going
OBJ's coming off a huge injury. He can't get paid that much.
It's
that don't
OBJ
mean nothing.
though.
on the
It's
bench a year.
He can't
OBJ.
get paid that much.
That don't mean nothing. That's more of a
Nah.
reason for him to want that money. You get me? Because he's coming off a
But
big
you can
injury.
give him a smaller contract with more guaranteed money.
I'll take him. If he's gonna come, I'll take him for sure.
Like this is where I'm
no
at with the
questions
whole
asked.
fan base. It's like you were so
OBJ
willing.
is signing no long-term contract.
You were so
It ain't
willing
happening.
to throw the bag at all these big top flight quarterbacks. Either throw the bag at a top flight receiver or just draft one. I don't want any of these middle of the road receivers. I don't want any of these question mark receivers.
But who
I
top
either
flight
want
in this
the
free
best of
agency
the
level?
best or go draft one. And at least you're not paying that much money for the draft pick.
I'm pretty sure you looked at the wide receiver free agency class, BJ.
Oh yeah.
Who top flight in this class right now?
Devontae Adams.
He's not a free agent.
He's not a
Go
free
trade
agent.
him.
He's not a free agent.
They just
Nah,
And
He's
I'm
he
not a
ain't.
free
Devontae
agent.
Did they
Adams,
give him the
man.
tag already?
He's not a free agent. He still got
They're
another
going
year
to
on his
put the
contract.
tag on him if they don't get this deal done. They're going to put the tag on him.
Yeah, they probably put the
Yeah,
tag
more
on
than
him.
likely, of course. I mean, again, that's
Okay,
hypothetical
I
though,
think
because
Juju.
on the flip side of that,
Who
yeah,
do you want,
Devontae has.
Nelson, on free agency, by the way? I forgot to ask you.
Oh no, I mean, I'm in between also. I don't think that we need to be heavy in the first wave market of
Nope.
getting free agent wide receivers. Unless Devontae Adams is available, I expect for my Eagles to be making phone calls. That's all I'm saying. But more
That's
than
what I mean.
likely,
The bag.
Devontae Adams ain't
Get
gonna be available, so I expect us to let the market settle. So with that being said, I'll take somebody like Mike Williams if he's in there for cheap. But then again, we got a weasel for a GM. I
Yes,
wouldn't be
we do.
shocked if this man, tries to finesse some kind of trade or, hey, let's get Mike Evans or something like that from Tampa Bay. I'm just saying there's ways that you can get some
I
of these
like
other
that one.
players
Like
without
that one.
having to, spend the whole bag on some of these free agent wide receivers. So again, unless it's Devontae Adams, I'm not splurging on none of these wide receivers. I'm letting the market settle, and I'm letting our GM try to finesse some of these teams out here. That's what I'm going for.
Hey guys, what about that? Jax didn't get hurt last year.
No.
Would you bring him back?
No,
Nah.
I'm not bringing back
I'm
OB.
bringing
I'm not.
Jax
I'm
back
not
for a year,
bringing back
baby.
Not no
Deshaun
third
I'm
Jackson.
bringing
time
him
though.
back.
I'm not
Not
doing
third
this
time.
again with
Philly.
D-Jack. I
Hey,
love
look.
He's
D-Jack.
cheap
Let
as
me answer
hell.
this. Let me answer this,
He's
Trey.
a
Let me
hometown
answer.
favorite, and he's been healthy.
Let me answer this, Trey, because I know what you're about to say, but let me answer it first. I'm not bringing back Deshaun Jackson again. I brought him back multiple times. It feels like reruns.
Once. We brought him back one time.
That's like
Go
keep
ahead,
bringing
Trey.
Trey
I'm
Burton.
not
I mean,
doing
that's
it.
like keep bringing Rodgers back. Like
That's like
no,
keep bringing Nick Foles back, and I would bring Nick Foles back again to be back up.
I'm bringing
Whoa!
and
Did you
Deshaun
really
Why?
bring
Jackson.
back
Why
Nick
not?
Foles?
He's a great
This
backup.
my
He sucks at starter.
my favorite player. I'm only bringing this man back just to straight up. He gonna sign the contract for retirement. That's
And then
all I
You
retire,
want
not
to
yeah.
want
see.
D-Jax last year.
Yep.
That's it. Just come
You
here and
not
what,
sign
want
the cap
D-Jax
and
what
get
he
it over
did to the
with.
Cowgirls last year.
Nah, it's a wrap.
Did you see it?
It's
Did both of you guys see
he
it,
makes
right?
one play, bro, and then he's done
He
for the
had more than
season.
one play
I'm
against
done
him.
with
He
that.
lit him up.
I'm done with that.
We need
He
something
forced
fresh and new. This
he
ain't
forced his way out of
this ain't
LA. Missed out
2011.
on the chip.
Okay. Here's like this. If
The
you're
man could have
bringing
had
back
him a
Deshaun,
ring this year.
If
He
you're
could have had
bringing
a
Deshaun,
ring.
exactly, hold on, no, if you're bringing back, Deshaun Jackson, then you need to bring back Malcolm Jenkins. You need to bring back Carson Wentz. You need to
Let's
bring
bring
Malcolm,
back
back
Nick
yeah.
Cole,
Alshon Jeffrey. Yeah, let's
I would
go bring
not
him.
bring back
LeGarrette
Joe
Let's
Blunt,
bring all of
Alshon
them back.
Jeffrey.
Zach
Bring
Ertz.
all of them back. Let's
I
go
would
get
bring back
Dawkins
Zach
too.
Ertz too.
Yeah, man.
I
If
would.
we're
I'll
bringing
bring
back
back Ertz.
Deshaun
Let's
He's a
go get
second
Jackson,
tight
Dawkins
end.
out
I
of
think he's gonna
retirement.
eat.
No, Dawkins is screwed up.
seriously, if you're bringing back Deshaun Jackson, you're going to have to bring everybody back.
Jackson, Ertz, I'll bring back. I'm not bringing back Jenkins. I'm not bringing back Alshon. I'll bring back if Carson wants to be a backup, he can go be backup. I don't care.
Somebody call Jason Peters. Tell
Yeah.
Hey, Pierce can't
Oh,
play no more.
Let's
I'll
go
bring
get
him
Trey
back.
Thomas. Let's go get all of them dudes, man.
Let's get
yeah,
Shady
nah,
McCoy
y'all,
out of
y'all
retirement.
stop it. There is a point in time when players cross that
You
edge.
just
Hey,
gotta
look,
move on.
Deshaun's
But
crossed it.
Deshaun,
Yeah,
for a
it's a wrap.
1-year
Just gotta move
retirement
on.
deal,
It's a
you
wrap,
won't want
bro.
him to be there. He doesn't have to be the star. He just has to play like 4 plays a game.
We should
Going
have kept
deep.
him for all that. He ain't had to leave again. We should have
Hey,
kept him for all that.
the sad thing is we watching some of it before our own eyes right now. I think Fletcher Cox
Yeah.
Yeah.
is going down that direction, and we
Yes.
just don't want to admit it right now.
How many
But
times did I say, hold on, let's talk about that. Because how many times have I said that Fletcher Cox, that we need to build this defense because Fletcher Cox getting old. Brandon Graham's coming off an injury, y'all. These guys, 2 guys who used to be pioneers of this team, is getting out of age. And come
Like,
on
how good do
now.
you guys think Brandon Graham's going to even be this year?
Brandon Graham gonna be a rotation. He should be a rotational player, to be
Came
honest.
off an injury,
Like, do you
though.
think he's going to what was he last year?
Go.
What was he before he got hurt? The year before he was a Pro Bowler, right? 10.5 sacks.
A whole year went past though.
So what do you think? How many sacks do you think Brandon Graham can bring back off of this injury coming back at his age?
I give him like a good 7-ish. He
What
could
do you
throw
think,
up a
Deshaun?
7 piece.
Yeah, 7 for me.
Notion?
Man, I'm giving Brandon Graham his comeback year maybe 5, and I think that's
Then why are we
Yeah.
even so focused on even bringing him back?
I'm not. I never was on that train. I made my peace when I saw the injury. This might be a wrap for Brandon Graham, and I mean, he should be a legend in Philadelphia. If I'm him, I'm not even mad if he's considering retirement. But I know to go out like that as a player, you don't want to go out like that. So I'm sure he's gonna try to come back. But again, I mean, unless we doing some kind of discounted move for Brandon Graham just to, get him through a year, I'm not, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I
you
got to
think
think
he's
about
back?
this
He's
first.
not
We gotta
starting.
start
In this
getting younger.
rotation, he's not the starter. You need
Hold
to
on,
find
what's
a
up? What do you
starter.
say, Troy?
I said we gotta start getting younger, man. That
Yeah, that's what I'm
2017
saying.
team is slowly washing away, and we turning over a new leaf. I
So
feel
what do you
like
guys think about
we gotta
Jackson
kind of
Johnson?
speed the process up a little bit more. It's like we holding on to players too long.
Yeah.
We got to face the reality. Some players got to go.
I mean, which way? It's like this. We as a fan base need to understand which way you want to go. The Bengals way, where they draft the quarterback, they drafting you, building in the
Bengals
draft,
always also pick
or
up
do you hold
starters in
on,
free
Burger?
agency.
Hold on, Burger. Do you want to go that route, or do you want to go the LA Rams route, where you got a bunch of free agents, but you still get a Super Bowl?
Both. We can do it. We might be the only team that can do it both ways.
We don't
Like, that's
got
what I'm
that
saying.
much
This year
money
is
though,
so
BJ.
unique in terms of money and free agency that no team's ever had 3 draft picks, and 6 in the top 50, and then also have money to sign players. So we could do it both ways. Like, that's what I'm saying. This year
The
is
only time
crucial.
we did it both ways was 2017 when we won that Super Bowl.
We
That
didn't
was
even
the
do it
only
both
year.
ways that year because we didn't have the draft capital that year.
Yeah, we only had what?
So we gave up draft
I
capital.
don't even think we had a first rounder that year.
No, we had to give it up for Carson.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's true. We killed it in free agency that
Yeah.
year.
So like this year, I'm expecting them to do both.
I mean,
Kill
we
it in free
can, but it's like
You need to
you
draft
gotta
well.
pick
You
your
need
poison.
to.
You gotta pick your poison, bro, because we're gonna be right in this situation again in a couple years. If we do go out and win a Super Bowl, we're gonna be right back talking about this in a couple years. Like, goddamn, now we don't got no assets. We don't got
I'm only thinking about
we don't
next
got no
year.
draft
I
picks.
mean, but
baby.
that's what you're doing for, though. I mean, You ask how many people would you go get you a Lombardi this year to be in that problem in 2 years?
I would.
I would.
Yes, but
That's what I'm saying. I would
honestly,
like.
we ain't in that situation though. We ain't
We
no,
not.
you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We not in that situation right now.
I would definitely go all in, and all the top flight free agents I can grab, I'll grab them all.
We don't have no really no cornerstone players on this team to do that.
And
You see,
remember,
Aaron Donald was
What do
there
you
already.
mean? We don't
and
have
hold on, and
cornerstone players.
Bergame,
Aaron
another
Donald
thing,
was there already. Cooper Cup was there already. We don't have
and
any
another,
kind of cornerstone.
Devontae Smith's there, right?
he's just
Hurts
one
is
player.
there.
He needs help, though,
Miles
Bergame.
Sanders,
He needs help. Miles
Potter.
Sanders get
I'm
hurt a
missing
lot, man.
Miles Sanders.
Offensive line's legit.
Offensive line, okay.
It's
I was
legit.
gonna,
You know what I'm
offensive.
saying?
The only thing I'm positive about the offense is the offensive line, Devontae Smith, and the progression of Jalen Hurts. Outside of them, everybody else.
Booby.
Outside, but we get hurt a lot, though.
Miles gone.
Man,
He's
So you
listen,
gone.
guys really over Booby already.
No, I'm not over, Booby. It's just the best ability is your availability. Don't get hurt.
where you been at? Hey, it's a fact. Again,
But a
this
year
is
and
a
a half he
critical
wasn't
year
even
for Miles.
used.
Also,
Hey,
Miles gone. That's a good
Matthew,
thing.
we about to wrap up, so we'll talk to you later.
All right. Peace.
Yep,
Blue, my
yep,
guy.
yep. Go ahead.
What about this then? Keep Booby and go get Fournette.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad about Leonard Fournette.
I wouldn't be mad at that
He's
at
a
all.
beast. And he's still pretty young.
Or you could go get Ronald Jones, Chris Carson, one of them.
Jones would be
Big
even
power
cheaper
backs.
than Fournette, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Everybody hates on his fumbling, but I think Ronald Jones would be a steal if we were to get him. He didn't get used all last year.
Chris Carson would be a steal too.
Man, listen, I'm telling you right
James
now, I'm
Conner
saying
would
it
be
like
way
this.
better than Chris Carson.
Hey, look, go call up the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Ask them how much Kamara talking about. Gonna get him out the Saints. Get rid of Booby. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of all the. I ain't trying to hear. Listen. I'm taking Kamara right now. You know what I'm saying? And
You have to
Booby
give
can
up
go.
money for
That's
Kamara,
all I'm
though.
saying. That's all I'm saying.
Kamara in some
Kamara
legal
got the
troubles
bag.
too, though.
And he
Hey,
might
look.
not even play.
Kamara in some
I
legal
know-
troubles too.
He might not even play.
He might not even play this year.
Yeah, because he
Is
did
it
some.
like that?
He
Yeah.
messed
yeah.
up that
And
game.
wasn't he in prison in Las Vegas?
He had beat somebody up bad.
Yeah, he beat that dude bad.
Sheesh.
On the
Maybe
Pro
he'll
Bowl,
come
too.
on a discount. I don't know.
And it's on
But who
camera.
I would get for the Saints
Oh,
is
he
Michael
out of
Thomas.
there.
Yeah, and it's
out
on
of there.
camera.
I
Yeah.
would get Michael Thomas off the Saints, so.
Michael
Michael
Thomas.
Thomas.
That's
That's
a
what I'm
big
saying. They
tab,
gotta
though.
start plucking some
He's
of
like
these
the best
teams out of
receiver in
this
the game.
ready
That's
to
a big
race
tab,
fast.
though, Bird Game.
Huh?
That's a big tab. His money
Burkhead's
can
trying to
get
go big.
Yes. Go
Burkhead's
big or
trying to
go
go
home.
big. So, all right, let's wrap this show up by asking this fun question: Who do you want to see? Who do you want to see in the combine starting tomorrow? Nocha gang.
Well, I'm gonna be looking because I know
What
I think
position too?
tomorrow we got quarterbacks. I think what is it? Tight ends
Tight
and wide
end and wide
receivers.
receiver.
So I'm gonna be taking a look at especially the wide receivers. Like I know we need some desperate help in that area. So I don't really know which, I gotta look at the list of who's gonna be out there specifically. I already got some wide receivers I hope slip. Like I definitely want Drake London. I don't think he's gonna be out there because I think he's recovering from some kind of, but I thought he got injured at the end of the season.
He got injured mid,
Yeah,
6
was
games
it mid?
in.
So I don't even know if he's going to be out there running. There's certain things I don't look at like 40 times and all of that. Yes, I'm looking for speed, but that's not a make it or break it for me. So, watching how the hands, I'm looking at these hands from these wide receivers. And also quarterbacks, I'm going to watch it just for the entertainment purpose. But again, I expect for our team, if they smart, they're going to wait at least I'm going to say at least the third round. Fourth round is acceptable for me to draft a developmental project quarterback. So
yeah.
I'm just going to be looking at those positions.
Try.
I want to see the wide receivers like Chris Olive, all them dudes, Garrett Wilson. I want to see them dudes work, but and it's not even like specifically for like an Eagles pick or nothing like that. I want to see Malik Willis. Because I watched him in the Senior Bowl. He looked good. So I just want to see a little bit more from this kid, man. But for me, like I love like African American quarterbacks. I mean,
Yep.
I want them to beat the statistics. Like you're not just a runner; you could throw in the NFL and stuff. So I like following stories like that. So I just want to see this kid work. And as far as the tight ends, I'm not really looking at too many tight ends. It's like,
Oh,
I mean, we grab one, we grab one. I mean, they'll help, but we definitely need to look at this receiver core a little bit more solidly. Like so. I know
yeah.
Drake not gonna be out there, but it's other dudes like Traylon Burks, dudes like that. I want to just see how dudes work out there. So, I mean, the combine just be fun for me. I don't worry about 40 times and stuff like that. I just want to see consistent hands. I mean, can you go up? Can you track the football? I want to see stuff like that. So, I mean, it's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be a fun day.
Mm-hmm. And Bird game?
Yeah, you guys hit on it, man. I want to see Drake if he does do anything, whatever he can do, because like people don't realize how awesome Drake is. Like he went out mid-season, right? I think he only played like 6 games or something like that, and he had over 1,000 yards. This dude catches everything. He's 6'5". He's a stud. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the position we need. Is that X position? You know, I know everybody said Burks, but you look at what was Burks' numbers for the whole year, and then look at Drake in a couple of games he played. Like I think he's way more dynamic than Burks. You know, Burks is another good one out there. I like to see that, and I want to see that running back Spiller, because that's the guy that I've really been, feeling vibes on. Spiller, what's his name again?
Rock, you talking about Mechie? Because Williams not doing nothing this year because he's injured. So you gotta be talking about Mechie.
Mechie,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. He's another receiver. 'Cause I think that'd be a steal too. We get Mechie in like the second or third round. That'd be awesome too. But that running back Spiller's big, and I want to see the 3 linebackers. I want to see who's gonna post the best numbers out of the top 3. When you got Lloyd, Dean, and Harris, Christian Harris. I want to see what the boys got.
Yo,
Yeah.
that boy, what's his name? Might be a second round. Hey, if he slips too, like who was it? That kid, Eagles to landed.
Isaiah Spiller, yeah.
Mentioned?
Isaiah
Christian
Spiller, that's right.
Christian Watson. Oh yeah,
you talking
just
about
keep
from
an eye out on
North
him.
Dakota State. Yep.
Yes, sir. North
He a
Dakota
beast.
State. That
He a
man got
beast,
a big
bro.
body out there. And hey, look, I ain't gonna be shocked if he slips in the second round, something like that. If we don't address it early, those might be some players we looking at too. So hey,
He a
good call
beast.
there.
I also want to see I want to see Justin Ross because he didn't really get to like really live out his college careers because the injuries. But when the dude was on the field, he was an animal, bro. His freshman year, I think he went for like 14. So I mean,
And then Florida running back P. Ryan.
I like P. Ryan. I want to see
what he
Bijan.
does.
What's
For
his name?
me, I
Bijan
want to
Johnson
see
from Texas.
Traylon Burks because he said he built his game off of Debo Samuel. And
Man, he a beast though. Traylon Burks a beast. Y'all gotta watch him.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Big
and the
body
world
wide
needs
receiver.
another Debo. To be honest with you, we need a Debo.
I would love
We
Burks too. I just like Drake better. But they're both two big receivers. They're both, like I said, I don't want a receiver that's not over 6'3". You know what I'm saying? That has some size on them. I think that's what
yeah,
we need. We need that. We already got a bunch of little fast guys. You know, you got your Devontae, you got your Ragers, you got your Quez. So Quez is kind of tall, but he's skinny. So I need a big physical, big body receiver to come in here and handle this business.
yep. And guys, with that, listen. Thank you for everybody for coming to the show. If you want to be a part of the off-season call, and you're gonna have to wait until rookie, mini, training, OTA, camp. That's when we're gonna do our next one. We promise. I know y'all like. When are we coming back Monday? Monday we'll be back on our regular time. I'll be in studio. Nostra Gang won't have to deal with work. But salute the Nostra Gang for working. Salute to all y'all for watching. Listen, we're gonna do our mock draft starting next month. This Monday coming. Bird Gang 31 said he's gonna set it up, so we're gonna set it up. We're gonna talk about what we like and didn't like about the combine. 7 o'clock, because we want Trigger Trey back in the studio. I mean, look at that studio in there. My God, y'all studio wish it was like his. Or your boy
Right?
Miss Cool Cat Carter YouTube.
Everything is back there.
I gotta take this
Exactly.
Carson picture down though. I'm getting tired of it. I ain't even gonna lie.
You need to put a Hurts picture up.
Is
Nah, I
that
ain't gonna
Carson?
put.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna put
put it,
Hey,
put it Devontae Smith.
Hurts
Put it
picture up.
Devontae Smith.
I
He's
probably do
probably gonna,
Smith. I don't know about. I don't know about Hurts.
Hurts.
I probably do Smith.
yeah,
These quarterbacks be letting me down, man. I don't know. They be
yeah. Put
letting me
Smith
down,
up
man.
there.
Did
All
you
right,
put
let
did
me
you put
stop
Carson
before.
on before or after he went down the trash can.
Okay, before I start drooling about one, before I start drooling about one
Because if we
trade,
did it before,
hold
we
on.
don't need to put Jalen there.
Oh, y'all
All
ain't even see
right,
the
all right.
bar.
I'm about to start.
I gotta take y'all on a little tour one day, man. Y'all ain't even see the bar. It's official down here.
Okay. Before I start
Then we
asking
got
a whole
Eagle
lot of
shot
questions,
glasses.
I'm about to start asking a whole lot of questions before I get everybody in trouble. It's your
I'm
boy
going to
Millie Miss
Philly. We're going to
Kuka.
hang out.
Yeah. It's your boy Millie Miss Kuka on YouTube representing the Birds. That's Bird Gang 31. One Trigger Trey Rock. I gotta go to that house of yours. Notion Gang, before we get anybody in trouble about that bar, send us home because I'm about to please.
Y'all already know, gang. So, hey, y'all yourselves a safe and fantastic Eagles Day. Because, again, we're going to bring it back at y'all. It's Combine Week. So, y'all know we're going to be dived in, giving y'all the info that we getting. So, hey, y'all have yourselves a safe and fantastic Eagles Day. It's always fly, Eagles, fly. And until
Till
next
next
time, y'all
time.
know what
See you on
it is.
Monday.
Go
Keep
keep
in
in
motion.
motion.